Good morning, friends. It's me, Will Falzone, the Brooklyn Maltese. You might have seen some of my cooking videos. Today, I'm going to start a series of videos of my guitar journey. I'm not a guitar teacher. I'm not qualified to be a guitar teacher. However, I want to chronicle my journey. Right now, I'm going to call myself an advanced beginner. Excuse me. I'm trying to get my bar chords going, and I'm going to use a song, a vehicle, like a lot of these YouTube guitar teachers use songs as vehicles. I'm going to use the song Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, and we're going to concentrate on one bar chord shape, the E major bar chord shape. So the E major bar chord shape, here's your regular E major chord. Okay, you can't really see it. But anyway, I'm using my first finger on the first fret and the middle finger and the pointer finger. Anyway, you guys are not beginners because I'm not a beginner. This lesson's not for beginners. That's the regular E shape. We're gonna leave this first finger free, and we're gonna finger the E chord like this. So now you got an open E shape bar chord, and it's leaving this finger free. If I move down to the third fret, that's your G chord. So the first thing you're going to want to do, I'm going to put this down a little, I think. Yeah. The first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to know your notes on this low E string. So that's your open E. From E to F is one fret. So that's an F right there. And then a whole step to G, and then a whole step to A, and then a whole step to B. So that's the 7th fret and 5th fret. A is the 5th fret, and B is the 7th fret. From B to C is one step, one fret. So here's C. All right? That's all we're going to need for this song as far as and we're going to use the F too, which is way up here. All right. There is a D, but we're not going to use the E major shape bar chord because it's just too hard. There's one spot in the bridge where it goes from F to G, which would be on the 10th fret. There's one place where it goes from G to D, and it's a real fast switch. I'm not advanced enough to do that. I don't think it's reasonable to do that because you could hit a D on the 5th string too. You could hit a G, but that's a hard chord. You're going to have to do it like this. I'm not really sure how I would do it and how I would do that quick transition. Today we're concentrating on the E major shape bar chord. So let's get started. The verse is pretty straightforward. It goes from a G, and then we're going to slide. Try and take the pressure off, but leave the shape. You don't want to lose the shape, but you want to take the pressure off. So you take the pressure off and you slide it down to the 7th fret. So that's your B chord. And then from the B chord, we're going to slide down one fret to a C chord. And then we're going to slide, well, actually we're sliding up. I'm sorry. When you're moving down, you're sliding up in tone. So that's up. Now we're going to slide back down to the A chord on the 5th. So that's your verse. And we're going to use a real simple strumming pattern. Down, down, up, down, up, down, up. It happens to work really well for this song. So let me play through the verse and then we'll talk about the chorus. How's that? All right, so then the chorus starts on a G. So that was your verse. It's not too difficult. We did a little walk up to get to the A, which is adds some interest. It adds a bass line. Takes a little getting used to get that to sound clean, but it's not difficult. You could do it. If I could do it, you could do it. Anyway, that's your verse. Now for the chorus, like I said, we're going to start on that G. Something's wrong. All right. And we're going to slide up to the open E. Back to the G. Back to the E. Now this time we're going to go up to the A. Down to the G. And down to the E. And that's your chorus right there. Let's play through it. So that's your chorus. Pretty simple, right? You could do it. It took me a good few years to get to this point, but on and off. The last break I took was a long break. I stopped playing for a good couple of years. And actually when I picked it up, it took a few days, maybe a week to remember the shapes of the chords. At that time it was mostly open chords. My bar chords were non-existent. Anyway, it didn't take very long. And once I got it, I noticed that my playing was way better. So I think a good tactic to use every now and then, if you're starting to hit a wall and you just can't get a change, let's say a quick G to a D, and you just can't get it in time, stop for a week. No longer than that, but stop for 3-4 days or a week. And then pick up that guitar again, and you're going to see how smooth it is. All right, that's the Will Falzone method. Anyway, be that as it may, where were we? We did the chorus. So now there's the bridge. This bridge goes from that G to D. So we're gonna move away from the bar chords for this, because like I said, it's just too hard to go from G all the way down here. This lesson's not about A string root bar chords, and I didn't practice that. So anyway, the bridge goes from G to D. We're going to use open chords. So, and it's a quick change. It's G, D, and then a half a measure each, and it goes to C for a whole measure. You do that 3 times, and then it goes to an F chord for a whole measure, an open D for a whole measure, and then we go back to the top for the second verse. Let's see how that sounds, guys. Not bad. Not bad at all. Anyway, and then after that, after you do the second verse and you go through the whole song again, he does a little whistling thing. So that's just, he stays on a G for 3 measures. Use the bar chord G because you're going to slide it up to an E. And then we're going to end on a G. And that's it, guys. That's the whole song. Sitting on the dock of the bay, a nice Motown tune. I'm wearing one of my Motown hats today. Let's play through the whole thing. See how you like it. And then I'm out. I'll count you in. Play along with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got mixed up. All right, so this is not good, guys. All right, G to A. We'll start from the second line of the chorus. Now we go to the bridge. F, G. And then from there it goes back to the top. Sorry about that last part. I screwed up. But I'm not going to do the whole video over for that. Anyway, you get the idea. I'm not going to make videos every day or even every other day. I want to make videos when I make an advancement. And I'll show you guys how I did it, what my practice routine was, and maybe you guys could follow along and also advance. So, signing off is the Roadside Pie King, aka the Brooklyn Maltese.